Good evening, everyone, from my lovely home in rural China, Zhejiang. As you can see, the sun has just gone down behind the mountain, and today I am going to show you guys a nightlife tour here in our village. So as you can see, right below this bridge, there are people doing one of the most popular summertime evening activities, catching little creatures out of the creek, just like my childhood. 你们在抓啥呀？
在抓一个虾。
找到了2个，太可爱了！小朋友接触大自然真好，少刷手机。
我想抓也抓不到。
Around here, catching little critters out of the creek is not just for kids. It's something that like everybody does, of like all age ranges. But for the kids, it's just for fun. They just want to see what's in there. They're just curious about the ecosystem. And then for the adults, they're like, I'm looking for a snack. You know what I mean? This red path that I'm on right now is the most popular walking spot in this whole place. It goes through all the villages. I live in one of like 5 or 6 different villages in Zhejiang, and this red road goes through like all of them. And on one side, there's this cute little creek. And on the other side, there's either houses or mountains or this thing. Usually it's nice scenery though. See, there's this pretty mountain here with the bamboo. It's just a very scenic spot to walk. So a lot of people come out here in the evening and take a little family stroll. 晚上好. It may not seem like that exciting of a thing, but I actually really love watching the bats here because they're a sign that the ecosystem here is flourishing. And secondly, they're eating mosquitoes. This place, I've actually come during the day before, and it's always super silent because there's no trees. It's just like a concrete circle, and it's really hot. But as soon as the sun goes down behind the mountains, everybody's out here hanging out. People are playing badminton, people are doing karaoke, people are just like doing laps around the edge just to be a part of the action in some way.
说一声阿姨好。
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. 小朋友们害羞。
他胆子很大的。
小朋友好。
好的。
Hello.
好像是天天对你牵肠挂肚。
This is definitely the central nightlife element around here, but this is not the only thing. There are other things. So this place has a stationary karaoke zone, but there's also a mobile karaoke zone that goes wherever the grandmas with the microphone take it.
没有共产党就没有新中国，共产党是捍卫民族，共产党它一心救中国。
The green circle thing was over there, and there's a little bit more something going on there. There's a little park, so I'm going to show you guys that next. They're playing some nice music. They've got some little tents. They've got some little things here, but I'm not gonna lie, the people just like that concrete circle. So just a couple minutes walk away from the giant green circle is this cute little park thing. And it's a bit less busy, but it does have a little dinner establishment, so you can come here for barbecue or whatever.
我也想去美国，美国只能入户籍的话，要我嫁给你才可以入户籍啊。
下辈子，下辈子。
啊，下辈子。应该。
干杯。
继续。
So we have quite a variety of nightlife options here. There's this little barbecue stand, and then there's the green circle with all of its athletic activities, and karaoke and whatnot. And then of course there's a creek where people like to catch little critters at all hours of the night. Fishing is also very popular in the evening. And recently a new contraption has been making the rounds, this little electric boat that can drop a bobber anywhere in the water, even if it's out of range of a fishing pole. Up next, one of the local little grocery stores also doubles as a popular hangout spot in the evening. So outside the grocery store, we have a few fossilized children's attractions. There's this little ride here with a sheep head. and what looks like a gumball machine at a glance, but it's actually selling bouncy balls. There's this arcade game for kids here, and I'm not 100% sure if they still work. They probably do because most convenience stores in China have these like old crusty rides outside, and I do see kids getting them sometimes, but yeah, I really don't know. And there's a sticker on this that says milk tea, and I wish they actually had milk tea, but as far as I know, they do not. 是以前有吗？
以前有，现在没做。
太可惜了，想喝奶茶呢。So here's the local grocery store, just like a standard items for the most part, but every once in a while there's a surprise, like an interesting little thing in here. It's honestly a bigger selection than you might expect for being this kind of obscure little village. You can even get your Peppa Pig seaweed in here. So this one is really interesting. It's basically like this sesame cake. It's got like all kinds of different nuts and things inside of it. And I would get one to try, but it's like, it's so big. I mean, this is like a meal. While I was in there browsing around for snacks, the shopkeeper offered me a local snack, dried bamboo.
这个它是纯手工的，无添加剂的，以后用盐烧过了以后，然后再用糖烧的。哦，先讲这个好吃的。
So anyway, that was the grocery store. As for the dried bamboo, it's just not my thing. But I really love bamboo cooked in a dish. Like when it's just salty and when they don't put sugar in it. I am such a big fan of bamboo. I absolutely love it. But as soon as you start putting sugar in there, it's just like, not my thing. It is 7:20 p.m. and the local restaurant is closed. Welcome to village life. There really is not a whole lot of food available in the first place, especially after the sun goes down. But the little restaurant in my village, the village next to this one, does stay open a bit later than that, I think until about like 8 p.m. Here is another teeny little restaurant. They just sell like noodles and stuff.
早上嘛还是中午呢？
农村的日子，轻轻松松。
这是我家。
下面是餐厅，上面是你家。
当然了，那后面是我家。
好玩。It is now just past 8 o'clock. Pretty quiet on the streets, but this little thing is popping.
这么多路走来嘞。
对，今天3个步。
走一会。
我很想在这改个房子。
政府同意给你审批一个地，你找盖起房子，你去美国姑娘都带这个。
我努力。So if you look at the stretches of road here, they really are so empty and so quiet. It's not that there's actually no one outside, it's just that people are concentrated in a few specific areas. As you can see behind me, there's a little basketball court and there are some boys playing basketball. See, we got nightlife in the village. The young people are at the basketball court and the grandmas and grandpas are at the gazebo chatting and drinking tea. There's still a lot of people outside. There's also this exercise equipment here, but this is mainly for elderly people and they would do this like super early in the morning, not at this time, but just to show you guys that it is here. And here's the long gazebo thingy, which is also more popular during the daytime. This is a little stage where you can do little performances. There aren't a whole lot of people around here, but 3 is still enough to organize a teeny little dancing grandma brigade. When I first moved to this village, the dancing grandma brigade was actually a lot bigger. And by a lot, I mean it was like 10 people instead of 3, but still, that's a lot for our little village, okay? And now there are a lot less people doing it because they're all busy doing this. This is the new in thing.前2天我来，你们还没开始做表演呢，现在表演了。
还有一段没完嘞。
加油！ So here's our little community center. Let's see what's going on tonight. So back there we have ping pong tables, here is a badminton court, and they're playing a movie tonight. So take your pick of all the evening action here in our village. There's also like a proper little tiny gym in here. There is this little elliptical thingy. There is this bike contraption. There's some other stuff over there. I'm not gonna lie, I have not gotten any use out of the gym equipment in here because I feel like the whole point of having this equipment is for when you live somewhere where you do not have access to these amazing natural places where you can get a workout. So here, there's places you can swim, there's places you can bike, you can hike. So I just feel deeply unmotivated to partake in these items, but they are here for anyone who wants or needs them.
小城堡。
这个是小城堡前面的森林吗？
嗯，是的。
哦，谢谢，谢谢。As you can see, ping pong is not exactly my forte. I prefer badminton, but there's only one badminton court, so sometimes you just gotta make do, you know? Bringing back my old dried up ping pong skills from high school. Now it's past 9 p.m. and there's barely anyone out on the street, but I have to show you one last thing, the insect disco party. That is all for today's video, everyone. I am back outside my cozy little gate and I'm about to head in and call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed the rural China nightlife. And look, my little friend came to say hi. This is my neighbor's dog. Look at this cute little nugget. Every time I come home, he runs over. He actually used to have very long fluffy hair like a mop, but they shaved him because it's too hot lately. Anyway, that is all for tonight, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this glimpse into nightlife in rural China, and I will see you next time.
眼上帶一絲恨意，想要告訴我，已是身百變，你的凄痛匆匆我說。